If you were fired and they won't tell you any reason why, here are a few ways that I make them when I'm representing someone. My name is Paige Sparks. I'm an employment lawyer. One of these is specific to Missouri, so if you weren't working or fired in Missouri, it won't help you, unfortunately. But the other one, you can do this in any state. First, if you're in Missouri and you were fired and we think it was suspicious or they just won't give you a reason why, you can send them what's called a Missouri service letter request. To send a Missouri service letter request, you have to make sure first that you're eligible to do it. Look up the statute. It's 290.140, a letter of dismissal. This is the template that I use when I send a request. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You just want to make sure you meet the criteria for sending it and reference the statute when you send it, asking for the reason for termination. If you were working there for at least 90 days and they have at least 7 employees, they probably have to respond if you send that request, as long as you do it within a year. There are some deadlines to do this. Once they receive it, the employer has 45 days to send you a response with a few things that are required, including they have to say what position you had, dates of your employment. They also have to state the true and accurate reason why employment ended. If they don't do each part of the thing the statute requires, this is another violation of the law. We can use that against them. You can also seek punitive damages under the statute if we can show that the reason they didn't answer was out of malice or some evil motive. Like if you are suing them for discrimination, we send them a service letter and then they don't answer, then we get to allege that. The next thing I always have my clients do, apply for unemployment benefits. The employer will get notified that you applied for benefits and they will get the opportunity to respond. If they contest it, they have to provide exact reasons why your employment ended. For example, if they say you were fired for violating a company policy, they have to prove that that policy existed and even say what the policy is. We catch a lot of employers lying this way because they aren't thinking of this when they respond to contest the benefits. They just want to block you from getting benefits. So later when I get all those records, we get to go through and see what actually happened. Always check with the lawyer in your state if you think you've been unlawfully fired, but these are just 2 tips that I use for my clients when we're trying to make them provide a reason why. Comment to let me know what questions you have.